Half the stuff from 1215 is missing. Hey, Makina. I am alright, and you? That's good. So this has its 5 volts for standby. responding to power on though. Where did my... There we go. Where's my picture? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm getting 102% nothing. Interesting. Now, what am I supposed to set this to again? It's what? It's supposed to be 12 volts? Right? Just straight into the power to see what it draws. Twelve volts. And it pulls 302 amp, or 0.302 amps. Which is There we go. That's why I'm triple checking. .3 volt standby power rail. Check for shorts on the Wi-Fi IC. Let's just quick check our fuses. Okay. Oh, wait, there's. Okay, top side fuses seem fine. They all have continuity. The disk drive fuses seem fine. F7001 seem fine. So, all the fuses seem fine. Caps near the Wi-Fi IC seem fine. You should BIOS. That's going to be. One's here. 3.3 standby. You know, I'm kind of curious. I just want to see if anything gets warm. Let that boot up while I try to take a look at these. I need the 8-leg here. Just for laughs and giggles. Looks like Southbridge and SSD controller warm up. But I mean, that's supposed to be, that's proper sequencing. SSD, oh, then Southbridge. Well, there's a component right over here somewhere that gets warranted. Yeah. So SSD is getting warm like normal. That guy's getting warm too. But I think that's the Southbridge power chip. Yeah. So all of those seem to be acting normally, but it's not going to a boot cycle. It's getting stuck. So let's 303. So I should have 3.3 volts on that leg, which I do. What do you think? No, then goes back down. 300 milliamps and then drops back down. Yeah. What do you think the possibility that it's just a bad power supply? Okay, PSU is plugged in. And yeah, I get nothing. So, bad power supply? Probably bad power supply. Just flip the leads real quick. Yeah, bad power supply. So, let's get another 1215 and see if I could get it to boot just fine with the power supply. This one's a 1215. And we get double beeps with this. Oops. I just completely collapsed on myself. And let's see. This console. Let's do a white light. I mean, don't say that yet. We can put that board inside of this one and it could still not boot up. This one I think is an HDMI issue, so. Well, plus side on this one, no roaches, but it's got quite a bit of dust bunnies. By the way, I'm gonna be so annoyed if this is it. Because this was also the same PS5 that I had issues with about a month ago. That I don't remember what it was. It was something stupid. Like the South Bridge was actually like unbelievably hot for some reason. And not like the normal, oh my god, I'm booting up hot, but like it showed white hot on the thermal camera. I think it was one of the ones that I was gonna start on stream, but then realized the time that's like, oh shoot. So then I didn't bother streaming it, I just made a note somewhere. I think this is the one that I reflowed the Southbridge chip on. Because I was going to take it off, but then I realized I didn't have a Southbridge to replace it with. So I accidentally, not this one, the one that we're about to test. So I was partway through when it dawned on me that I didn't have that replacement Southbridge. So I just wound up cleaning it up and called it on it. So I'm going to laugh if this power supply works. Because, yeah, that would be one super annoying repair. Especially since the guy doesn't want it repaired anymore. Because I was waiting on the Southbridge chip to continue the work on it. But if I accidentally fixed it by reflowing the Southbridge and then replaced the power supply, oh man, that's going to be a tricky one to explain. Just that, hey, you know, I know you said you were going to cancel the repair, but like, so I kind of accidentally figured it out and fixed it. So I mean, if you want to keep the fix, it's going to cost this much. If you don't want to keep that fix, that's cool. Because I quoted him $200 for no power, but if it was just the, if that's what this winds up being, I probably would have dropped it down to like $150 for him. And then just been like, hey, so I quoted you at $200, but after doing these, turned out to do this, so $150. Okay, so we got a blue light. And this thing is testing. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah. The one time where it actually does not help me to fix it, it is fixed now. I was literally just doing a last ditch check before putting it back together for the guy. So that way I can be like, yeah, this was the stuff that I did with it. And I accidentally fixed it. Oh, fuck me. Well, let's at least test his disk drive, so that way tomorrow I can tell him, hey, Yeah, but it doesn't look that great when the technician, was behind a couple of months and then was like, "Hey, so I think I have it figured out, and you're probably looking about $200." And then when the guy's like, "Nah, it's okay, I'll pick it up." The next day, go, "Hey, so funny thing." Yeah, except they didn't approve the repair cost. I mean, I don't care if they know about it or not. You know, this just happened to be one of those things where, like, he didn't approve the repair costs. So technically, if I do charge him for it, I don't have a valid charge. And if I don't charge him for it, then, you know, someone else has a stupid, simple fix. Although, I think his disk drive isn't working. Don't tempt me with a good time, Makina. Okay, so this was stuck in the disk drive. The dude's disk drive doesn't work. Has this disk drive been tampered with before? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, it's plugged in. It's got the ribbon cable, it's got the power cable, the data. Everything seems to be plugged in just fine. This drive acting like it's dead though. All the fuses showed continuity, so... Yeah, except all the fuses showed continuity. Let's see. We're gonna unplug it again. We're gonna run some deoxit. Right? Fuses are supposed to show continuity when they're good. And this one did just that. Okay, check that again. Yeah, it's not even bothering to try activating the disk drive. HDMI is good though. And there's not another disk drive in here that you could have gotten mixed up with. Nope. I wouldn't have tried to make this one digital yet. Because I don't mess with the BIOS chip until last resort, because also I lost my programmer. Oh, let's see. Well, I'm gonna check that. I don't see any issues with the flex cable, but let's quick check that. We have another disk drive right here. This disk drive gets paired with that motherboard. So like that flex on. Now where did I just put this guy's Witcher disk at? It's right here. Nah. Still does not want to accept the disk. Let's quick take the disk drive apart. Because if I have to tell him tomorrow that, hey, you know, good news, bad news. Good news is, I kind of sort of accidentally figured out how to fix your PS5. Bad news is, your disk drive is also broken. So the good news was I was going to be able to do the repair for cheaper for you. Bad news is, well, the cheaper repair is going to wind up going back to the same price because you don't have a good disk drive. Oh wait, no, the disk drive has been tampered with. Nothing's plugged in. The hell? I wouldn't have put it back in with nothing plugged in. That's stupid. How the hell would that have happened? Okay. Man, this thing is just one surprise after another, it seems. No, this is the disk drive that I just pulled out of the machine when I took it apart. Although this one was previously opened, so it is quite possible that someone else had messed with it prior to me. But let's see. And you know what? We're gonna put its original ribbon flex cable back in. The flex cable looks fine. I mean, it's activating the disk drive now. It sounds like it's reading. Nope, I take that back. Unreadable disk. Hello, ace holes. Finally said it. Glad to see you all joining. Thank you, Ace, for the raid. Hello, Michael DeLima. Why weren't you expecting me to have gloves on, Lee? I always wear gloves when doing the repairs. Okay, we're gonna check one thing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I've got this brand new disk drive here. Well, I say brand new. It came from Injured Gadgets. Who knows if it's actually brand new? Lee! Why are you surprised I'm wearing gloves? I'm the one that normally wears gloves. Oh, that reminds me. I need to order flex cables from you, Lee. I did. Hence why I need to order flex cables from him. Good morning, Ryan. Thank you so much for the review. I appreciate you. Although I did find it funny with your reasoning, because it took me a bit. When I looked at it, I'm like, because you deserve it. Do you know, I spent 30 minutes scrolling through my stuff to find you. Where did I just put my piece? Looking. Where did I put my stuff? It's like right in front of me too, isn't it? So how are you all doing today? Hello, Matthew. Jesus. Ryan. I appreciate it, but I don't even know what I would do with 2 pounds of low melt solder. I just mix everything with leaded solder. Seriously, did anyone see what I just did with my cordless driver? I just used it. Didn't I know it? That reminds me, Monday I gotta place orders. I know it's useful, I just don't know what I would use it on so far. Haven't really needed it. Okay, well, then I will gladly accept the 2 pounds. Then, like, you don't have to tell me twice. I would still offer to buy them from you, Ryan. Hey Lee, do you want me to privately message you on Discord, or do you want me to, message you via your website? Because I gotta get pricing for those flex cables of yours. That way I could try to balance my bills. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I do believe I have lost my mind somehow. Again. Jeez. Well, I guess you were the smart one out of all of us then. Why don't you repackage it and make a fortune? Ryan Labs authenticated low melt solder. Wow. Am I the only one that didn't bother buy low melt solder? Because I use leaded and just go, don't know when I'll use it. Like a dumbass. Okay, we're gonna quick test this. Because if this works, then I'm gonna be confused. I really want to know what I just did with my DeWalt driver. And of course, it's right after Matthew makes a comment about how I work like this, that all of a sudden I can't work like this. Well, this drive locked. Ow. Yeesh. I'm sorry, man. Oh, it's right here. Right by my butt. Gotta kill me. Thanks, man. Okay, so... Works perfectly fine. Okay, so I gotta tell this guy that he needs... That's a bit weird. Do I send to address on Google? Yeah, that should be the right address. Here, I'll send you the... I'll email it to you. Because I don't have you on Discord or anything, I just have you email. Nope. This console was not one of the roach-infested ones. There you go, Ryan. I just emailed you my address. It is the one that's listed on Google, but Google has been wonky lately, so I want to make sure I get the directly to you. I appreciate you, Ryan. Just make sure to tell me if I owe you anything, okay? Because I'll gladly pay you for it. I appreciate you. I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna send you something fun for a gift. Maybe I'll send you smoked salmon. Okay, so, we're gonna quick open the repair ticket on this one. And I'm gonna make a few notes. Even though he said he was not interested anymore in getting it repaired, because I was taking too long, I do not blame him. I have great news for him. Which means on the one hand, the price is going to be a little bit... Actually, the price is going to be about the same. 2 months behind. Okay. So this is supposed to be a PS5 1215A disk drive, which is a $60 drive. I have to find out which power supply this is. Jeez, you're spoiling me rotten like a kid or something. I've got an FM202 Hacko. I also have the Hacko FM951 that why am I spacing? Desolder controller? What's that? Oh, RCE. TH. TH is the one that sent me the 951. There's a vacuum desolder gun that works with these? No, I just have the Moo machine for a desoldering gun. Which I gotta finish. I ultrasonic the tip on that one, so I gotta get that tip. I didn't even know that the 202 had a vacuum desolder gun. That's a cool little tidbit. Okay, so accidental fix. Why couldn't I have accidentally fixed it like 2 months ago? FM 2024. Huh. How about that? Then again, because of the fact I have the Moo machine, I just didn't bother to look further into them. Wait, what? Ryan! Dude, I appreciate you, but... What? It's just about to be February, man. It's too soon for Christmas. Okay, now what I did... Alright. So we're gonna put his original disk drive back in. And then I'm going to leave his original power supply in. And then tomorrow I'm going to text him that, funny enough, and tell him that everything I found while I was putting it back together to get ready for him as a cancellation. Echo C1419. What is that? Desoldering control box. What? Ryan, are you okay? I'm not used to this kind of kindness. Why are you doing this? I really appreciate it, and I'm extremely grateful. Is everything okay? You're not gonna tell me that, like, you went to the doctors today and found out you have, like, 3 months to live or something, are you? Please don't tell me that you have 3 months to live, dude. Like, that's gonna be one of those things that's like, I feel so bad now for making that comment. Okay, so guys, power supply unit and a disk drive for this console. Say what, 200 bucks would be a fair quote on that? I gotta pull up the power supplies. Jesus, man. My brain does not want to work. Jesus, how much did the disk drive cost me? $48 is what it cost me for the disk drive. And depending on which power supply that is, it's going to cost me $40 to $42. So that right off the bat is going to cost me, let's say the $42 one, just to be on the safe side. 42 plus 48, that's 50, that's 90. So $110 labor. I um I don't know, right? uh I, I really don't know, man. Like, my brain is now frozen. I know I was looking at the micro pencil. If you got any of those, I could buy off of you. And yes, I said buy. uh, and then I know everyone's 2032. What are 2032? Was that the micro pencil? Yeah, that's the micro pencil. And uh, oh, everyone's trying to get me into BGA reworking, so I got to I gotta start get reball stuff. Oh, really? Is the JVC better, or were you just doing it on principle? Or curiosity? DM you my address? Okay, sure thing, Lee. I'll do that. I believe I have you on Discord. Yeah. There you go, Lee. Just sent it to you. Needed it, right? Ryan, I think you and I have different anticipations for write-offs. Although, to be fair, like, that is a really good way to write it all off. Uh, although, to be 100% honest, I was thinking of doing the same thing with the disk resurfacing machines that I use. Because I called the company up and I'm like, hey, so I have this idea so I can write off your machines in my, in my books. What if I did this yearly and I bought, like, your pre-owned versions and then once every couple of years bought the brand new ones from you and sent you the pre-owned ones to sell back to you. And they seem to like the idea. Justifiable. I mean, yeah, it definitely makes sense. I would not have thought of switching to JBC from Hacko for a tax write-off, to be honest. But then again, I get the double jeopardy of my tax write-offs can be used for either me or the game store, depending on who paid for it, because of the fact I repair video game consoles and my family's game store sells them. So, one of those things. Okay, so on the plus side, this guy's PS5. 202 is a great older station. Yeah, she's been working like a charm. I even did the cable mod to disable the verification for the bit, so that way I can use the whatever bits I'm using. I think they're T8s or T12s. T15s. That way I can use the T15s on the 202. And I gotta clean that grip. Really? That's cool. I would have liked to have seen that. Okay, let's find out whose console this belongs to. 1479. So we don't have to worry about 1479 right now. I do have to worry about this guy. Official programmer. I would love to learn how to do that one of these days. Because the more I know, the better chances I have of doing stuff. Or anything. The screws are already out of this one. What the heck? Well, the inside is pretty clean, so did I take it apart to clean it for the guy? This is definitely not a roach infested one. Okay, this is as far as I need to go. This is a 400 FR. So 400 FR, of course, is the more expensive one. So if it's going to cost me $42, what do they sell for it? $80. Buy them off AliExpress for like 20, 30 bucks. $60 for the power supply seems fair. So we're talking 60, that's 120, and that's $80 for labor. Plus it would get new liquid metal. Or I shouldn't say new liquid metal, refurbed liquid metal. Oh, refreshed. That's the word. Oh yeah? That's pretty cool. See, I would love to do that stuff, but for like Nintendo and that. You know, get Nintendo to release stuff for repair. But I am small potatoes. Still no schematics. Yeah, I think schematics are going to be the most pain in the rear thing to pull from any of them. And I don't know why either. They all claim that they're scared someone else is going to rip off their stuff, but it's like, dude. So? We're asking you for schematics, we're not asking you to release the special sauce. To release schematics? I don't know. How would that infringe on patents to release the schematics? That doesn't make sense to me. Primarily because I don't understand that stuff yet. Oh, they're infringing on patents, so they don't want people to know it. Is that what you're meaning? Okay, so that is this one here. And I probably wind up giving the guy like a 20% discount too, because I am 2 months behind when I told him I'd have it, which means I had this for 4 months for some stupid reason. Who are you meaning? You're not meaning Axion, do you? Because Axion screwed me over. Or at least tried to. I did wind up getting back at them. Plus, I like my Hacko way more than Axion. Gibbon. I just find that name funny. Type in Gibbon and Vivor pops up. DigiKey is a global authorized distributor of nothing. Gibbon TC22. Interesting. Vivor makes a quick knockoff. What, a Gibbon? Interesting. Maybe I will try them one of these days, Lee, when I have a little bit more space. Because I did go from the Iwaha or Yuiha or whatever to Quick. No, not Quick. What's the one that Ace is in love with? Is that Quick? Weller. My bad. To a Weller. Unfortunately, my Weller died within a year because of some reason their pin layout was weird. And then I went to Axion because Injured Gadgets told me Axion was just as good as Hacko, but they were cheaper, which was a bald-faced lie. And then eventually I complained enough that TH sent me a 951, and then afterwards sent me another one, was like, oh hey, by the way, this guy on eBay has a 202. It's like, oh damn. Yeah, I guess. I just wish that I had enough ability myself to turn around and make my own products and release the schematics alongside them to compete up against Hacko and everyone else and be like, here you guys go. You know, this is what I believe in. Because, I mean, I remember when arcade machines would come with schematics. And so would, like, other appliances. You say that, Tab, but I did not like Axion, and I used my Axion for over a year. I will take Hacko any day over Axion. Or Weller. Both Hacko and Weller have been doing really good for me. But my Axion did not do good. It didn't transfer heat as good as the Hacko or Weller does. And yeah, to be honest with you, I would not go back to an Axion for a long time. That is awesome, Ryan. Plus, Pab, did I ever tell you what? Uh, okay. I don't know what the point with that is. You're going to have to explain to me, Pab, why that matters. Because I am just speaking purely off of, with the work that I do, what has worked better for me. Plus, both Weller and Hacko were a lot less rude to me than Axion was. When I tried getting Axion to warranty their own product, they tried telling me that uh, the reason why I didn't want to buy another tool off of them and wanted them to warranty something that was barely under 6 months old was because I was too poor to afford a good station. So, you know, I had to try taking money from them. And it's like, no, your piece of crap broke less than 6 months in use, and you have a 1 year warranty. I would like to warranty it so I can have working stuff. Yeah? I mean, to be fair, I'd probably give Axion another chance if they weren't so snot-nosed to me and rude when I was trying to warranty the micro pencil that I got off of them. So, but Pab, I don't know why Hacko being a T12 uh, matters or not. Did I say something that would make or break something with Axion, or explain why Hacko works better than the Axion did? And alright, boys, no arguing in my chat or fighting with each other. I mean, to be fair, Axion is 245, 210, 115, not T12. Okay, so that is their tip sizes, right? So I'm still confused, Tab, on. Okay, so I understand that they're totally different, but I'm just confused as to why you brought that up. Because you just said Axion is good. Did I miss something? And I just said I'm not a fan of Axion because mine sucked. And then you told me that Hacko's T12. Skip it. Like, don't get me wrong, Pab. Everyone is more welcome to, have their own likes and dislikes for, tools, equipment, and hardware. I know plenty of people that use the cheap, like, Wiha or whatever, and tell me that it works great for them. But when I tried using it, I damaged products, and then you get other people that say Weller suck, but when I used Weller worked great. So don't get me wrong, Axion could work amazingly for several people. But I personally would rather go with uh, what's working for me. Yeah, use what works for you. Right, and I mean, this is a T15 technically. Works as good as your JBC. um, I guess that is one way to put it, Lee, yeah. Oh, jeez. I got a new model 3DS XL that I gotta have ready by opening. And I've got a Switch Lite to get ready by opening. Another one I really want to do. I mean, it was? Yeah, I saw what you said, Pep, about they work as good as your JVC. I just never could get mine to work as good as this Hacko is working. Oh, you spelled it wrong. I didn't even pay attention to what you spelled. I just, when I saw the 3 letters, it's like, ah, I know what you mean. Jeez, Lee. By the way, like the videos, Lee. Eventually, I would like to make similar videos. Because I would like to look as smart as you are. Even though you claim you're not smart, Lee, I say you're pretty damn smart. Oh, is it? Aren't they like $1,000 for the same like $500 Hacko machine? Lee, it's the weekend now. Are you saying that you're no longer going to be stopping by because it's no longer the week? Oh wait, that didn't sit right. Jeez. I thought they were supposed to be like the rich person's version of Hacko. Wow. Hey Lee, do you do BGA rework at all? Inconsistent LCD displays. How do you have inconsistent LCD displays? Shouldn't they shouldn't that be one of the things that's pretty easy to like check? A scuttle? Isn't that Achi's old one? Oh wow. That's not coming undone. Nice. I'm not the only one that thinks these screws are getting too easy to strip, am I? Like that one is stripped out now. And all I did was use the bit that I normally use for these. You need a job. Well, Booter has the PCB information. You only do small BGAs. See, Ace and Booter are both trying to get me to get into BGA work so that I can do the PS3s like they do. Also because I made a comment that I want to restore all the 360s and PS3s that I've got here. And Pab, no, I did not fix that Xbox. I did speak with the gentleman, and he said he's fine with waiting, knowing that I could most likely fix it. But that's actually what I need to talk to Lee about, is getting some of his ESD booster alternatives, the flexes. Jesus, fuck this thing. He's got 3 of them. He doesn't have 2, he's got 3. That screw is fucking stripped. Yeah, I think he may have damaged one of them in an attempt to figure it out. But, yeah, he's got 3 Jovies to the best of my knowledge. But between him and Vic, they've got the information to actually make one. A C mark. See, Booter swears by Jovi. Ace swears by the 3-way hot air stations like the ILY or whatever. And I'm just stuck in the middle like, I don't have a lot of money, but I gotta get into stuff so I can make more money. I got 20 teachers and all their equipment is no longer available. ACUs and LY. Yeah, that's the one he told me to get. He told me to get... Oh. Accepts the request. Ryan is now my friend. Yay! Holy crap! That is awesome, Ryan. And you have oscilloscopes lined up too. Man, I gotta get my bench to look like that. And plant twist ties? Dude! Yeah, I get it. I would rather do used as well. Yeah, Ace told me that I should get the LYG580. And he says stay away from infrared and buy a 3-zone hot air. Ryan? I love your setup. I want it as mine. Man, I'm jealous. That setup is gorgeous. Alright, so I'm gonna put this PS5 back together. And then I think I'm gonna head to bed because I was up till about 3-ish last night. So... and I'm already starting to drop off. I did order more food today, so I'll have food available to me. So I won't be as nauseous as I was yesterday. You know what I would love to have? I would love to have a way in the space to have multiple BGA rework stations, like have an LY like Ace, a Jovi like Booter, and have a Zalmao like the one that Rossman got, and just have them all together like in a general area, and be like, hey, each one of these will have their own purposes. The Zalmao I'll use for this kind of motherboard. This one I'll use for this motherboard. This one I'll use for these types. But that is something I will not be able to afford. Zalmao is C-Mark? Oh, okay. That's cool. So if I could find a C-Mark, it's the same as Zalmao? Honestly, I just want it because it looks really cool and fancy. I don't even know if it's a good machine, it just looks really fancy. One of those stupid things that's like, you know, I would totally buy this one just so that way I can have it sit there and look fancy. But I have to go through all the stuff I have here. Yeah? Okay. Well, that's pretty good to know. Yeah, because I remember Rossman made a comment about his Zalmao about it. I think he said that it's a good machine, but it's not necessarily one that he would have actually purchased. Something along those lines. But it seems like a pretty decent machine at least. And he still uses it. Optical alignment. Yeah, that's the part that I thought was really fancy looking on it. That big monitor above it. Yeah, large board, so I should be able to do any video game console board that I need to on it. Right? Like, it should be able to handle PS3s, 360s, even PS5s. Actually, if it handles PS3 and 360, it should be able to handle PS5. Because PS5 boards are typically smaller except for the OG ones. Although I think the OG ones are just wider. I don't necessarily think they're bigger than the PS3 OG boards. Plus, once I start BGA work, I gotta get one of those, the little chip suction grabby thing. You know, the little small black suction cup that you can use to grab the chip while it's still hot after you've done the BGA rework on it, or the taking it off. I'm tired, I can't explain worth a damn. Oh, you sure, man? They seem pretty useful. I don't even know how much of a use it'll get right away. At least you know what I'm talking about, though. Hey, Ruggers. How are you doing? Is it really 2 o'clock already? Ooh. Is this why you tagged me, Ryan? Is the multi-boy? Oh, Chase is releasing. Chase is the one releasing that? Now he releases it. I went out and I bought one of those expensive eMMC chip readers. Well, get over it faster. You know, hot tea with honey and whiskey. Helps with any flu. Ryan, is this why you tagged me in the general YouTube Fix chat? Or were you doing something else? You have AIDS, probably. Ooh. I'm sorry, man. Heard that stuff sucks. Oh! That works. Why is this one missing a fan? I'm so confused. I probably set the fan off to the side somewhere. Anyhow, I'm gonna go to bed, guys. I have a bunch I gotta do in the morning anyway, so 0.10 solder. I don't know. I have. No, I have 0.4 millimeter solder. Night, Ruggers. Night, Mike. Night, Makina. Not a problem. Here, Ryan. This is the solder that I've got. .25. No. See ya, Peb. And you're listing off all these different sizes. I've literally just got the one roll of whatever it is I just sent you, .04, 0.4 millimeter. I also gotta find out where to buy solder balls from. That's something I gotta get into, is buying solder balls and a solder ball jig. Anyway, good night, everyone. Rest well. I will see you all in the next one. .25 millimeter, 1 pound caster in your pile. Shiz, what? I don't have .25 millimeter, just .4 millimeter.